Hello, thanks for joining me with our next skills block lesson. Our target today is I can review what I've learned about letters and sounds. So today is a little bit of a show me what you know day. You're going to be doing some work and checking it with mine and take note of any areas that are hard for you or hard for your child, I should say, if parents are listening. That might be an area to do a little extra practice. Okay, it's called a review game, and our song goes like this. It's time to play a game together now. Open up your ears so you can learn how. We'll listen to some questions and then we'll show. Now we'll practice what we know. Okay, let's see. So, we're going to start with some rhyming questions. Listen to these words. Which words doesn't rhyme? So, one of these words doesn't belong. It doesn't rhyme with the rest. So listen. This word is ship, lip, mop, hip. Which one doesn't rhyme? Well, let's see. Ship ends in ip, lip ends in ip, mop ends in op, hip ends in ip. So which one doesn't belong? Mop. Ship, lip, and hip all end in ip, and mop does not. Good job if you got that one. Now, listen to these three rhyming words and tell a new word to go with them, okay? So the three words that rhyme are set, get, bet. Go ahead and think of some words that rhyme with set, get, and bet. Did you come up with any? Here's a couple that I came up with. So again, set, get, bet, net, met, wet. Those are a couple words that all rhyme because they end in et. Okay. How many syllables are in these words? So just in case we've forgotten, syllables are chunks. So if I were to clap the chunks in my name, it would go like this. Miss Preller. Now it says to use a whiteboard. I'm going to just have you use your fingers. So clap and then count on your fingers how many chunks. The first word is alligator. Clap alligator. Ready? Go. How many syllables did you get? Listen and check with mine. Alligator. That's 4 claps. One more time. Alligator. 4 syllables in alligator. The next word is iguana. Go ahead and clap the word iguana. How many syllables? Listen to Miss Preller and see if yours matches. Iguana. 3. Listen one more time. Iguana. Iguana has 3 syllables. Okay, my next word is umbrella. Clap the chunks in umbrella. Ready? Go. How many syllables? Okay, listen to me. Check if you got it right. Umbrella. One more time. Umbrella. 3. There are 3 chunks in umbrella. Our next word is octopus. Go ahead and clap the chunks in octopus. How many syllables are in octopus? My turn, ready? Octopus. One more time. Octopus. 3. There are 3 syllables in octopus. And our last word for today is elephant. Go ahead and clap the chunks in elephant. Ready? Go. How many syllables? Okay, my turn. Elephant. One more time. Elephant. How many? 3. There are 3 syllables in elephant. Good job counting the syllables. Okay, for the next part of this lesson, we are going to need a pencil and paper. Or you can use the plastic sleeve and the dry erase marker that we sent home. So you need something to write with and something to write on. If you don't have it already ready, you might want to pause the video here. If you have it, I'm going to move on to our next lesson. So our next lesson is called Write It Down. And I'm going to be asking you for some letters that make these sounds. So the first thing I want you to write down is the letter that makes the eh sound. Write down the letter that makes the eh sound. If you can't think of it, think about the pictures. If you wrote the letter E, you are correct because E, elephant, it's the short sound. Good job. The next question is write the letter that makes the I sound. Write the letter that makes the I sound. If you wrote the letter I, you are correct. I, iguana, I says I. That's the short sound. Okay, write the letter that says ah. The letter O says ah. O, octopus, ah. Good job. Write the letter that says ah. If you said A says ah, you are correct. And we're trying to get in the habit of using lowercase, which is why I've been using lowercase. A, alligator, ah. Okay, write the letter that says Did you put U, umbrella, So we just did I, and What are all those letters? They're vowels. Good work, boys and girls. Now we are going to do a little tap it out, a little spelling, see how we do. So, for our first word, we are going to be writing the word at. Tap out at using your left hand and write it down. Ready, go. Good, I hope that was enough time. If not, you can pause it. The word is at. At. If you had AT for at, you are correct. If you are using your dry erase marker, you can erase this. If you're using pencil and paper, you can just find blank space on your page for the next word. The next word I want you to tap out and write down is the word in. In. Okay, if you're not ready, you can pause it, but if you are, I'm going to tap out the word in. 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 That's the word in. Our next word is the word up. Up. Tap out and write down the word up. Okay, up is up. Up. U-P. Did you get that one right? The next word is let. I'm going to let you go outside to play. Let. Tap it out and write it down. Okay, if you're not ready, pause it, but if you are, I'm going to tap out and write down the word let. Ooh, at, let. Ooh, at, let. Did you get it? That E vowel can be extra tricky. I hope it didn't trick you. For the next part of Write It Down, I'm going to use my tile board, but you can still use that dry erase marker and plastic sleeve or pencil and paper. We're going to be doing word magic. That's where we change one letter in the word to make a whole new word. If you only do have pencil and paper, you're going to want to write the new word underneath the old word. I'm going to model that. So if I had rat, rat. And I was told to change the r to k, at, cat. I've got my new word. So you can see how I wrote my new word under my old word. So that's an example of what you're going to do if you have pencil and paper. But if you have a whiteboard, you would just erase the old sound and write the new sound. So, speaking of which, the first word we're going to tap out and write down is the word rat. Go ahead and tap it out and write it down. At, rat. At. That's our T, rats. Did you make rat correctly? Now, for the word magic, we're going to listen to the sounds and we're going to change one sound to make a new word. So we're changing the T in rat to N. If you hear a squeaky toy, that's my dog playing with his toy right now. Sorry about that. So again, rat, change the T to N. What word does that make? I'm going to show you on this one. So I'm taking away the T. I'm going to put an N. Now I need to blend it. I need to sound the word out. Ran. So rat just changed to ran. Okay, since I showed you the first one, you're going to do the next one. So in the word ran, we're going to change the A to I. What letter do you have to take away? What letter do you have to put in? So one more time. Ran. Change A to I. Then sound it out. If you're not ready to see the answer, you can pause the video. If you are ready, watch what's going to happen. So we're taking away the A. That's the letter A, the sound in the middle. And we're putting I. So I is I. And let's see what word we made. Rin. So I didn't mention this before, but we are going to be using some nonsense words. And this is a nonsense word. That's a word that just doesn't make any sense. Rin doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to change the N in rin to B. What letter do you have to erase? Change the R or the N in rin to B. If you're not ready, you can pause it. If you are, watch what happens. So we got to take the N away, and we're going to put B. That's the letter B, which is right here. Now let's sound it out. Rib. Rib. Okay, we're going to change the I in rib to ah. The I in rib to ah. Sound it out. What word does that make? Okay, if you're ready, go ahead and watch. If you're not ready, go ahead and pause it. So I'm going to take away the I, and we're changing it to ah. Rob. Rob. So now we have Rob. Now we're going to change the R in Rob to N. What letter do you have to take away? Erase that letter and put in the new letter. So again, the R in Rob, make it N. If you're not ready, pause it. If you are, watch what happens. So I'm taking the R away and making N. Did you read the new word? Knob. Knob. Like I turned the door knob. Now we're going to change the ah in knob and make it So think about it. What letter are you going to take away if you're changing the ah to If you're not ready, pause it. If you are, we're going to be taking the O away and putting which is U, umbrella, What does that word, what's that word now? Sound it out. Nub, nub. That's another nonsense word. Now we're going to change the B in nub to T. The B in nub to T. So we don't need the B anymore. And we're changing it to t. What's our new word? Sound it out. Sing those sounds. Did you get it? Let me try. Nut. Nut. And for our very last one, we're going to change the in nut to make it eh. What do we have to take away to change the to eh? If you're not ready, pause it. If you are, watch. So I know I don't need the that's the U. And I need to change it to eh. Now this one can be tricky for some friends. Is it A, alligator, or E, elephant, Which one says It's E. What's our new word? Sound it out. Net. Net. And that's where we're going to end with this game. How did you do? Parents, if you were watching and you noticed that this was difficult for your child, this is a really good thing to practice because it helps us with our letters and our sounds and knowing them really quickly. It also helps us sound words out. So it's a really good skill for kids. Well, great job today, boys and girls. We're going to do a little reflecting on our learning. My first question for you is, how can we figure out the final sound in the word pet? How did you figure it out? Did you try tapping it out? When I tap out the word pet, I know that my ring finger is that last sound, and that can help me hear the last sound. Pet. Good job. How does listening for sounds help us with reading and writing? We become better readers and writers when we know sounds quickly and when we can change them quickly. Moms and dads listening, there's a lot of research that says that if your kid can manipulate sounds, change sounds the way we did today, it's going to prepare them to be better readers and writers. So if this was hard for your child, like I said earlier, you can practice this at home. Thanks so much for listening today, everybody, and I will see you next week for more Skills Block lessons.